This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
We're in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, a city of the future known for its luxury cars, enormous skyscrapers, including the tallest building in the world, and all the shopping your heart could desire.
Today, we're going to see what we can get for only $100 in 24 hours. We're doing it as a couple, and that needs to cover accommodation, transport, food, and everything else we get up to today. This is going to be a challenge.
First things first, most of the money today is obviously going to go on the accommodation. Now, Dubai is very expensive, but this place, which is the 4 Points by Sheraton in Bur Dubai, which is in Bur Dubai, is quite a lot cheaper than we expected it to be. First of all, it's not in the marina area and it's not in downtown Dubai, which is a lot more touristic and a lot more expensive, but it is very close to Old Town Dubai, which is a place that we'll be visiting today. The room that we're staying in is actually a lot bigger than the room that we initially booked, and it's got this really lovely seating area. It's got a sofa, a futon, very comfortable, a nice place to have some snacks in the evening. And then we have a large king-size bed, which is very soft. It is lovely. On my right here, we have a nice desk, some place to work. We have a TV, which we haven't used yet. And then just through these walls, we have a very sizable bathroom with a bathtub, as well as a walk-in closet. It feels very fancy, and it's lovely to be able to store all of our stuff in there. On top of the fact that we've got a huge room, breakfast is also included, which is quite a nice spread, a bit of a buffet style, a lot of Indian dishes and a lot of Western dishes too, which is very nice. Having the breakfast here is helping us a lot with saving money because, like I said, Dubai is expensive. And today we only have $100.
So the price of this hotel was $46 per night, and that includes all the taxes and fees that come with staying in Dubai. And even though we've had breakfast and we've had a coffee, it was instant. We're still drinking those instant coffees because they are super sweet and super nice. But now we're gonna head out and see if we can find some hot drinks somewhere. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so we are out of our hotel now, and as you can see, we are not in the sort of main area of Dubai.
The area that our hotel is in seems to be a lot more of an area where people work as opposed to holiday here in Dubai. But luckily for us, it is right next to a metro stop, so it can take us pretty much anywhere we need to go today, which is going to be a lot of places. So an all-day card for the both of us is only 44 dirhams, which is pretty solid considering you can take it all day. So this is the whole metro, and it looks it looks small, but these are literally like hours and hours long. So we're just now going from Burjuman to the Gold Souk, and considering that we've already paid for accommodation as well as our transports, we've still got $42 left. So, I mean, more than half is already gone. We'll see how it goes. One thing that's really nice about the metro system here as well is that they actually have female designated carriages. You don't have to stand in them, but you totally can. And they're usually quite calm. You usually find a place to sit as well. So it's like a big bonus for me, not so much for Dylan, who has to stand in the other one.
That metro system is pretty awesome. It's clean, it's safe, it's fast, it goes everywhere you want to go in Dubai, and for only, was it 22 dirhams per day?
Yeah,
each?
for a full day, as anywhere you want to go.
Yeah,
and even on the metro system, obviously.
And even the other day when we just wanted to go like a few stops, it was only like 3 dirhams or 4, so bargain.
To go stand in the shade. It is so hot. I don't think I've ever been outside and it's been this like warm in the air. There's a bit of a breeze. I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's quite nice, but it is hot and spicy today.
So just after a few stops on the metro, we're now in an area called the Gold Souk. We're just walking a bit further on now, but literally everything has turned into gold. As you see, gold bars everywhere, and we can 100% definitely not afford any of these. Can't even afford any of these anyway. Definitely not on a $100 challenge. No way. Unless you want to buy like a bit of gold dust. We've seen some crazy cars while we've been here in Dubai. But over there is a Bentley with a number plate with 2 digits. And here in Dubai, the lower the digits of the number plate, the more expensive they are. And there's one that is just the number 1, and apparently it's sold for like $15 million US, which is absolutely bonkers.
So we are currently now in the Gold Souk. So basically what these souks are is they sell one specific thing. It's essentially like an indoor-outdoor market. This one sells gold. It's a little bit out of our budget today and probably on most days. There's also a souk for spices, textiles. It's just a really cool place to check out when you're in Dubai. It's a little bit outside of the normal tourist area, although it's very much a tourist area, but it's also a very cool place just to see. I've never seen so much gold in one place. So you know how they say that you shouldn't really drink anything cold when you're like sweating super much because it won't cool you down? So we thought we'll drink something hot. So we've gone to Marwan cafeteria, which is just in one of the little side streets just off the Gold Souk, to get 2 karat teas, which I think is like a spiced tea, if I'm not mistaken. So, yay!
It's a karat tea.
Thank you. Oh, it's hot.
My God. There seems to be that there's a lot of these places called cafeterias. I'm not sure if that's a thing here or just in the Gold Souk area, but found ourselves some of this carrot tea, which is a spiced tea. Smells kind of, smells kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It smells like something we would like.
Yeah. I'm not a lover of tea, so we'll see how this is. It's too hot at the moment, and with it being about 40 degrees here at the moment, we might be here for a few hours waiting for this to cool down.
Oh, but these 2 teas were collectively 4 dirham, which is about $1 US, so that's good. On budget. Cheers. Oh, super hot still. That's super delicious. So the guy must have seen that we were sweating, or he thought we were going to spill. Either way, these are very good for dabbing our faces. It is really, really hot. It's nice. I like the heat, but it's very hot.
Yeah, let's see what this carrot tea is like. It's way too hot. I'm gonna burn myself here. Wow. Now, I'm not a lover of tea, but that is the sweetest tea that I've ever had, and I've not had many. Not bad.
Actually 2 dirhams for the both of us, which is literally 50 cents in US dollars. That is epic and so much fun. The breeze was literally like, ooh, and it was hot, and that was super fun.
There is another souk just off that boat called the Grand Souk, but we're all souked out and we're not buying anything today anyway. But it's really cool to actually see the sort of old town part of Dubai, because you think of Dubai, you think of the tall buildings, the cars, everything, but there is a completely different part of Dubai over here with cheap food, cheap drinks, cheap gold, I think, if you're looking for gold, and just literally anything. It's like a huge market. Definitely check it out if you're in Dubai.
We have both definitely worked up an appetite, so we're gonna hop back on the metro, which is now free for us technically because we've paid for it to ride all day. So we'll just pop back on the metro, make it to a bit more central location in Dubai, where we're gonna have our lunch. It is incessantly hot here. It is summertime in Dubai, probably not the right time to come here for strolling leisurely. But what's really nice about the metro, on top of the fact that you can travel all day for one price, is that it's so nice and cool in here. The air conditioning, I can just feel it now coming down. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, it's hot. So what we're doing now is taking the metro from up here where we are right now, back down to Burj Uman, changing, and then going all the way down to Business Bay. So we'll see you when we get there. So now we're in the Business Bay area. You can probably even see the Burj Khalifa right behind me. It's a little bit outside of the center because in the center the food is way too expensive. But we found a lot of places here that are a lot more affordable. And now in the business district, this is probably the perfect time to say thank you to today's video sponsor, Squarespace. We really love our brand new website and how simple it was to create. Another great feature of Squarespace is that you can create members-only areas. We have just added a free members-only area on our new website with loads of travel hacks and tips. We really want you to be able to stay in your dream hotels around the world at the best price possible.
Adding this members-only area on our website was not only super straightforward, but we've also added a section in this membership area where you can download our ebook for free. All of this was possible thanks to Squarespace.
If you're looking to build your own website, just go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/2passports to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, let's go grab some lunch.
Okay, thank you.
I just drank the last of the water that we had in our bag, and it had turned super warm from the temperature outside, so it's really nice to have a cold glass of water. Cheers. Oh, it's hot today.
So we're finally out of the heat now, and we are in a place called the Mamesh in Business Bay, and we've got two wraps. I've got a chicken and cheese wrap, and you've got a falafel wrap, and it comes with some cold water. Great thing about this water is it's free.
Looks so good. Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Since this place is so affordable, we couldn't go without trying some of the desserts. Now this one is a oven-baked Nabulsi kunafa roll, and it's got some dough. It's flavored with rose water, and there's cheese inside. So you can see from the side there's some melted cheese on there. Served with sugar syrup, so this might be interesting.
It smells like cheese. It's like cheese coming out. It smells savory, like it smells like cheese. Like it actually smells like cheese. It's like sweet, but you can totally taste the cheese. And the cheese is like savory, what I would put in like a sandwich cheese. But it's like melted in there. It's like hot melted cheese, but then you get like this sweet like syrup flavor with it. It's actually really nice. Like I would eat this again. But I've never had anything like it. It's really interesting.
Like it's so sweet. That cheese is just cheese. But, nice.
So both of the wraps and the free water, and then this huge dessert for the both of us collectively was 50 dirhams, which leaves us with $27 for the both of us for the rest of the day. So far we've been doing pretty well. Let's see how it goes towards the evening because we're heading into downtown Dubai next. This is one of the biggest malls in the whole world, and I mean, I can see there's a train literally passing right now. It is busy in here. It's just been Eid, and Eid is over now, but it's still very, very busy. I think it gets busier in the evenings because it's less hot, even though in here it's super air conditioned. I don't even think we've like touched the sides with this mall. There's so much to see, and there's an activity in here as well that we want to do, which is completely free. It's a little bit touch and go on filming in here, so we'll see how much we can actually capture, but it looks pretty epic.
This shopping mall is so big. It's got shops for children of main shops. So for example, behind me is a Tommy Hilfiger children. So they've got a children's shop and then they've got the equivalent adult shop somewhere else in the shopping centre as well. I've never seen a shopping centre that can have both shops.
Yeah.
I've never even seen a children's shop from any of these brands before. If you're ever in Dubai on a budget, don't come here. It is super expensive, and that Dubai mall is, even though it's insane and there's so many shops there, we basically couldn't afford anything, especially on this budget today. But right in front of me here, I can't even see the top of it, is the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world.
It is literally so epic. I mean, you can imagine it is the tallest building in the world, so it's quite tall. But what's really nice as well is that it's got this kind of enclosed sort of area here in downtown Dubai. So the mall and everything is pointing sort of towards this Dubai fountain, I guess, water feature that you could call it, which is where we're coming a little bit later on this evening because they have an epic show, kind of like the one in Las Vegas. I think. I've never been to Las Vegas, but it's supposed to be just as epic.
But we had a look to see how much the hotels cost right in this sort of circle, if you can call it that, and they were minimum $300 US, and that's just for the, you know, the cheapest room. So that's why we're staying all the way out in Burj-Aman. But we like it. Our hotel is very nice, and you can come here within 4 or 5 stops on the train. So
oh yeah,
it's not
on
too
an
bad.
air-conditioned train, I mean, you can't complain. It is cooling down. I should say cooling down. We obviously probably still look like we're really, really, really hot because it is still super hot. But the sun is lower now. It's feeling less harsh. But we still have $27 left to spend on dinner, which is what we're going to see if we can find now.
Okay, now we have our dinner. We found a super cheap food court here inside Dubai Mall. Yes, we went back into Dubai Mall, and we got a chicken shawarma and a falafel wrap, 2 drinks for 51 dirhams. In this food court there's loads of fast food places. This was the only kind of shawarma type place that we could find, but the place that we're sitting right now is kind of outside.
Yeah.
But because the Burj Khalifa is so big, you can literally see the top of it from this really tiny outside section. That building is insane.
Fun fact about the Burj Khalifa: there's actually a mosque, a small. I don't know if it's a private mosque or just a mosque that anyone can use, towards the top. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is the closest. Like, because it's the tallest building in the world, it is the mosque that is the closest to God.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. Oh, look. Okay, so even though it's the same price as the one for lunch, it is considerably smaller. Oh, it smells really good still. And it is still pretty good.
Oh, look at that. There's chips in it.
Oh.
Good. Not as good as the lunch one, but it'll do. We're now back outside of the Burj Khalifa, waiting for the fountain show to start. It's getting a bit darker now, but there's so many people here. But there are little food stands and drink stands around here, so we need to spend that 51 dirham, I think, which is around $13.50. Hello.
Hello. One blueberry, one mango?
Yeah?
Yes. Can we have one blueberry, one mango? Thank you.
It's just what we need on a hot day.
Oh, yes. Scared me.
Got it?
Thank you. I didn't want him to drop down. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's so nice and cold.
And the lights
good.
all come on.
It looks so beautiful. People always say that Dubai comes alive at night, and we haven't really been out that much at night yet. but all the lights switched on, and then like the water's kind of reflecting, the buildings are lit up. We're waiting for the fountain show now. It's on every half an hour from 5 o'clock until... From 6 o'clock until...
11, I think.
11. So it's almost 7:30. So we're just waiting for that show. Now we bought these 2 slushies, which were collectively 50 dirham. So we've literally just nailed it. $100 for the both of us for a full day in Dubai. I'm actually really amazed.
Yeah.
Now paying 50 dirhams for 2 slushies is kind of insanely expensive when you think about it. Like, I think we were in Vietnam, we can get one of these for like what is equivalent to what, 50 cents, but you're in such a great spot here. Looking around, seeing all the buildings lit up, fountain show's gonna start any minute. Worth it.
Worth it.
And now we've completed the challenge, so.
Yeah, we did it. I think the challenge today hasn't been the money, it's been surviving the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone is usually out this long in the daytime in Dubai, especially in the summer, but it's been fun.
Yeah. That was absolutely insane. The way that the water sort of dances to the music is actually really like emotional and quite epic to watch. It probably doesn't look quite as amazing through the camera, but let me tell you, it is something you definitely want to see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, then we think you might quite like the video that's on the screen right now. We only spent $10 in the capital of Thailand, Bangkok.